Hey guys, Jeff here with Martin Survival. So today I'm going to go over another wild edible plant that the Kauai used here in the Morongo Basin area. It sits right beside me. This is called beavertail. I want to show you what parts you can harvest and eat. So stay with me. All right, so there's two parts on the beavertail cactus you can harvest and gather. Number one is all these little fruits here. As you can see, they're sprouting all over this cactus. Those are edible, and they have a lot of little spines on them, so you want to make sure you remove them. Otherwise, it can cause a lot of pain and irritation in your mouth and your stomach, so be very careful with that. The second part you can harvest and eat is all of these young pads here, as you can see, that are starting to sprout and grow here. These older mature pads you don't want to gather. Like I said, you just want to gather these young pads that are all over this cactus. Now, as far as the fruits go, I would actually wait another week or so and let it continue its current development before I harvest them. But technically you can still gather them right now as long as you cook them. And like I said, be very careful with these spines when gathering and harvesting. You do not want those stuck in your mouth. So that is the edible parts of the beavertail cactus. All right guys, so that's just about going to wrap things up for me today on the beavertail cactus. Now, as I said, as far as these fruits go, I want to let it continue to mature a little bit and ripen up more. What that's going to do is that's going to make it much more palatable. It'll be a lot sweeter in flavor and it'll taste a lot better. So right now I'm gonna let it be. Maybe another week I'll come out, harvest these, and cook them down. So that's about it on the beavertail cactus. I appreciate you joining me for this video. I'm Jeff with Martin Survival. We'll see you in the next one. Now, before I get going here, I came across this beavertail cactus, and I've already harvested some of these fruits here, but I'm going to gather some more. And mixed with these fruits, I have some Joshua tree fruits. I have the yucca fruit, or yucca flowers I should say, from the Yucca cedidra, and I have quite a bit, and there's some more on the bottom. But these Joshua tree fruits are excellent. Probably one of my favorite fruits out here. They taste a lot like a yam. So these things have a lot of saponin in it, and that's why the yucca gets its name soap tree, because it has a lot of saponin in the roots, the flowers, the leaves, and I want to cook every single one of these down, including these flowers here. The beaver tails, I want to make sure I skin them. But I have my handy pair of clippers here, and these come in quite handy, as I said, here in the desert or any environment. As a matter of fact, if you're harvesting plants, it's very, very easy to just clip something off and dump it in the bowl. And that's what I'm going to do now with some of these other fruits. I want to get it at the base and just clip right off, just like so. And we'll gather this last one. As a matter of fact, this bush that I'm battling right now, this is also edible. This is Mojave buckwheat, or California buckwheat, a lot of people call it. And this one's really dry right now and it's not producing, but these flower heads, they're edible too. You can pound that down into a flour. Some people mix it with wheat. But once again, we have a whole food source here. We have our California buckwheat, we have our beavertail, gathered the yucca fruits, or the yucca leaves, I keep calling them fruits, and of course our Joshua tree fruits. So that should be about good here. And as you can see, these come in very, very handy. But if I didn't have these, I would have to resort to a different way, and that's how the Native Americans did it. They would take a yucca leaf and poke these out, or they would cut up some juniper or creosote, and they would use them as tongs and remove these fruits like so. And they would just put it in one of their weave baskets or clay pots, and once again they would cook these. So I have an entire meal here, and this will definitely fill me up. And I'd probably want to ration this a little bit, but I need to cook every single one of these in order to make it palatable.